Alright, let's see. Hello, Fallen Hero. Making sure everything's alright right now. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello, Fallen. Oh, better turn it off. Everything looks fine. I don't know why this thing's poor. Alright, you guys might as well jump into car then.
Hey Goggles, what's up?
Hey, yo, Koro, can you check the stream for me real quick? Because it's saying we're poor, but from my
Let
thing,
give me just give me a moment.
Go as a prodigy. That's what Fallen Hero said. So how have you been, Koro, today?
I've been fine, man.
Alright. Hey, yo,
Just just resting and all.
yeah. Hey, yo, hello, Martin Boof, Boo,
Martin and Fallen Hero. Yeah. Hello.
Sorry.
Okay, the stream is okay. The stream is okay.
Alright, I'm assuming we still have the usual problem with our audios, isn't it?
No, the video is fine. The video is fine. DW.
Alright. Well, folks,
Well, oh boy,
We-
today's going to be a doozy.
we got an episode to review. Now, folks, to get clarification, the reason we're doing PokeChat Live on a Sunday and not our usual Saturday routine was because Saturday, a majority of us here in the PokeChat, participated in the Any Poke Smash tournament yesterday. And not gonna lie, it was a lot of fun. Like, we got to see all cool matches. Like, the finals was a spectacle. We all competed. I lost in the second round of loser bracket, unfortunately. But hey, you can't win them all. I'm Gem Hunters from the Discord. Oh, hey man, it's only go 1 year and 1 month.
I was busy with family matters. So yeah.
Cyborg
But
has
I got home to reach the finals, mind you,
we made.
and Hellllloooo defeated Carlos once again.
Of course, because we always got to do this routine.
I in quote unquote defense of the media nut, he let his ego speak louder, and Greninja, well, he got Haaland by an Incineroar.
Now, we do have to give praise to JPR for hosting the tournament, because I guarantee you, I bet you it wasn't no easy feat to do both host the tournament and compete in it itself. So good job, John. You really deserve the victory. Granted, kind of wish you not won for the poker chats, but still, we can't win them all,
Yeah,
like we
makes
said.
sense.
But that actually brings me to a topic I
makes
want to
sense.
talk about to everybody here. So, Coral, I was actually trying to download Streamlabs from Alex's recommendation for us to get better quality on the. Oh, hey, Nut.
Your audio now is very robotic. Also, hi MediaNet. Yeah, but your audio is a little bit of robotic on my hand now.
I wasn't just spending the last 10 minutes listening to sad Sonic music, crying over Roger Craig Smith again.
That's not a topic for the PokeChat, Pedro. So
well, no, we could talk about it for real brief because
that was just me trying to be funny. Sorry, but yeah. What did I miss?
No. We're seeing who gets here because Goggles didn't warn anyone, but no one also asked besides me and Dre, so it's quote unquote no one's fault.
And to be fair,
the moment JPR settled the Smash tournament for this Saturday, I knew that the PokeChat would suffer.
It's okay, but are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're live right now.
We're live, buddy.
Hi, Mom.
I just imagine you put up that one sign that says "Hi."
Hello, Samurai Trainer Z. What's up, man?
How's my audio right now? By the way, is it on the?
Well, the audio seems fine.
Or
personally, for me, I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on, but Okay, so just for the sake of it, since it's the three of us, is there anything you guys want to discuss before discussing the episode?
Just one brief thing I want to bring up. I tried to download Streamlabs on my computer, but it says I need a 62-bit window in order for it to work. So that got axed out because in fact, we had to talk about the meeting, to improve my the quality for the PokeChat. So now I think I now know what I need to do because in fact I told you guys before I'm getting a job soon. And thanks to Tasso, because I was on a call with Tasso a while back, he gave me a link to a really good website that could custom make systems like PCs. And the cheapest one for streaming.
Goggles, wait a minute. Try to exit the call and enter again.
Goggles?
Hello?
Okay, continue on speaking.
Alright.
So perfect now.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the cheapest streaming Mac for the offering is
your sound is buffering again. Yeah. It's a tricky situation. It didn't sound this good.
So Goggles, please continue.
Hello?
Or
am I good?
Goggles? Oh, okay, yes.
So basically, the cheapest one they have is about $700. Meaning that once I get the job, I'm gonna have to start saving up, which $700 doesn't sound that big of a deal to me, because in fact, I checked the job I'm gonna apply soon. The usual rate for that one, the hourly pay is $12 an hour. So if I do the math, it'll probably take me a few months to get the Mac. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with the same things we have right now, at least for now. We'll probably have another meeting with the others to talk about this. But that's all I wanted to bring up. But okay, so I think we should just jump into it, because in fact we have no other topics for real.
Okay.
All right, so folks, we are finally gonna talk about the Suicune episode, the infamous Go Catch a Suicune episode. Now, this episode is obviously very controversial because it's I want to ask you guys this quick question: why do you guys think this episode?
Okay, apparently Streamlabs with Discords, they don't go hand in hand sometimes. What Pirate is saying. Maybe I'm right, Goggles. In Streamlabs.
Well, either way, once I get also I tried to fix the OBS settings too. The maximum limit is delete the quality we have right now. I try my best to like fix it.
I suppose so.
Because I have a pretty old laptop. I mean, it doesn't have like the quality.
But everyone in the chat, how is your listening to Goggle's voice, or even mine or MediaNet's for that matter? Because if you cannot listen to us properly, the chat loses its value, right? We need to be more interactive with the chat. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
That is true. Okay.
All
right, chat. Decide everything that we're gonna do. Should we rob a bank? Should we go? Should we go over to the Pokemon anime company and tell them to freaking have Ash be recognized? You know, there's many things that you can make us do. Please do the second thing.
We're not robbing a bank.
Okay, so I think that while we might wait for others and try to solve our technical difficulties, everyone in the chat, what do you thought about Friday's episode? What are your thoughts on the matter in regards to Goh, Suicune, and everything that happened in between? We want to know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. We have.
Am my audio still bad? By the way.
Fallen Hero says that Goh is a prodigy, so that, I mean, I think it's safe to assume. I mean, he has a legendary Pokemon now, and he defeated another.
He was always a prodigy, so.
Hello.
He was always, yeah. He like the dude is a goddamn legend. No wonder why he earns this Pokemon.
And then let me see. Pirate says that Goggle sounds fine to them, so I don't know what that means. Samurai Trainer Z says that it was meh. So I guess they were kind of like in between when it comes to it. And then Pirate once again says that they think it was great. Ecstatic that Goh caught Suicune and we saw his Raichu return. Actually, I'll jump in on that and say yes. I was actually really happy to see his Raichu back because I missed it and it was adorable.
Yeah, they used the patch thing properly in this episode.
Although I am confused, why did like Goh brought out like a bunch of these Pokemon that he had that were really cool, and it's like, why didn't they battle alongside him when the Grunts showed up again? Like how cool would it have been to see like Raichu?
It's the whole Ash only uses Pikachu Lucario situation. They catch him to go. Okay, that's what they did.
But it was funny. It was funny though. That freaking.
I'll say this much.
Just like drowsy out of nowhere.
I'll say this much. When he said use Psybeam or Psyshock or whatever, or yeah, I think it's Psybeam or Psyshock or whatever. The moment he used the Psychic move, I thought, for a split second, bro, does Executor know Psychic moves? Because before becoming a dragon, he was the Grasp Psychic, right?
Yeah.
Because all Execute are Grasp Psychic, so maybe he still has some of the Psychic moves from his previous form. But no, it was a Drowsy. It was a goddamn Drowsy.
But that was actually kind of funny too, where we saw that whole like scenario of him catching the Drowsy.
And for those who think, oh, this is Goh's first off-screen capture, no. His first off-screen capture was the Spearow in Journeys 18, the Viscous episode.
Yeah, it was.
Because we saw the Spearow, but we didn't saw Goh capture the Spearow.
Alright, Samurai says, if they replace poachers with the Matori Matrix, and if Ash got a flash to that time in Johto... Wait, what?
Oh, okay, I think it's more of like the situation, like, I think that's what they're trying to say with the Flash is either like the Professor Namba with Lugia in the World Islands, or the Professor with the Red Gyarados. Or maybe the Flash, he says flashback because Suicune was the first Pokemon that Ash, Misty, and Brock encountered when they were from Kanto to Johto. The place where they saw Suicune, it's not stated, but it's most likely Tojo Falls.
Okay, that's yeah, I kind of figured. And then Fallen Hero says it takes Goh 1 year and 1 month in contrast to Ash. who took 20 years, but Go catches the thing with a single Pokeball, 6 out of 10. Okay.
Okay, that is true. I do not like the way it caught. Like, I know that the preview kind of ruined it for everyone. But the screenwriter is known as the troll screenwriter, so whatever. But here's the thing. I would love the idea, if I was to write the episode, I would love the idea of Go actually tossing the Pokeball while Suicune is weakened and poisoned. But I would prefer, instead of like waiting while the ball was wiggling and caught, no, like the ball would wiggle. The moment that Go tosses the Pokeball returns, and Go simply runs away. The Pokeball wiggles while Go is running away to a center, and Suicune breaks free. Like, he's sealed but never actually caught until the very end, you know? Like, because what Go did, he was captured. Go didn't toss the Pokeball as a mean to capture Suicune. I know that his character's premise may lead into that perception. I don't blame people who think so. But Go's whole thing about capturing Suicune was more to seal him, like it was to seal him in security while he was going to take him to a Pokemon Center. He never expected that Suicune, even if injured and poisoned, would so willingly be in the Pokeball. But Suicune was in a state of the fatigue of the body overcame the fatigue of the mind. Because when Suicune broke free, Suicune was damn pissed.
Oh, yeah,
Go hurt Suicune's pride, mind you. But yeah, if Go tossed the Pokeball and he ran away, like in a split second, and the moment he runs away, like the Pokeball is woggling and wiggling while in its hands, and Go like trips or something, or maybe Go trips because Suicune breaks free, and like, yo, bro, I don't like what you did, bro.
No, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Of course that just like many people in many friends of ours said, especially Tyrone the God Tree, this episode would have benefited so much if it was a dual parter. But then again, which Journeys episode doesn't, right? Because to me personally, the poachers, Go saving a blue dog. It's not a blue dog because Suicune is a leopard. But Go saving a blue Pokemon from poachers and bonding with them. They did with one episode what they didn't do with Riolu and Sinnoh, the Ranger Riolu with Hunter J. Because the premise is basically the same, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, the whole thing is just a very interesting situation. Like, I understand, and I actually kind of agree with what you mentioned of, like, Go trying to grab it, and then while the ball is wiggling, he runs away. I think that would have made more sense because, you know, he's trying to protect the Pokemon, trying to save it, so he's like running while Ash holds the dude's back.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I know that I understand some of the problems that some people had with the episode, but at the same time, I don't know why. I like a lot of this stuff.
Can you see the episode? For itself, it's not bad. The problem of the episode is that it's within the writing of Journeys, and it kind of diminishes the power of a legendary Pokemon. Because here's the thing. For Go, I have no issues for Go. Go got a big amount of development, but of course that they had to write down the legendary in the way for Go to actually capture, because in the world of the anime, they cannot portray legendaries the same that they do in the manga or in the games, like, oh, you capture, put on a PC, and this PC is basically this virtual reality like Pokemon Camp or whatever. No. Yeah. However, the whole, Suicune got demoted from being a legendary, not exactly, because think about it. Suicune, in the big scheme of things, when it comes to legendaries, Suicune is not that big of a deal. Because as long as Ho-Ho feels like it, and as long as it's raining, an environmental condition and a personal condition at best, Suicune can be born out of a whim. There are multiple Suicune. Like, have you ever played Pokken? Every single NPC can have a Suicune.
Yeah.
Sinnoh had two Suicunes, the one from the Drifloon episode and the
Yeah.
shiny one from the Zoroark
Wait a minute, there
movie.
was a Suicune in that episode?
We have the movie 4. Yeah,
Wait,
we have the
what?
movie 4. We have the movie 4 Suicune. We have the Johto Suicune. We have this
Yeah.
other Johto Suicune that Go also caught. But yeah, Suicune in the big scheme of things not that big of a deal. It's a Vaporeon on steroids. Although I know that's just like a fan theory, but I'm Kuro Blitz. That's what I'm here for, baby.
Right. But
Okay,
no, but it's
okay,
similar to I believe I forgot who I think it was JPR who made the video of discussing the concept of like just how many legendary Pokemon are there, and it's like me personally, I'm under the belief that the majority of legendary Pokemon there are more than one of them, except for the ones
Yeah.
that are like supposed to be like deities. Like those, I think are there's probably only like
Suicune is
maybe
called the
one.
guardian. Yes, Suicune is called the guardian of water. Suicune is not a god. Legendaries are not gods, or
I know
any
exactly.
of them are not gods, because I know that game stats don't apply to the anime. But here's the thing: Suicune's base stat it's 580. Suicune basically it's a legendary that's it's weaker than a mythical, but it's
Right.
not as strong as the legendary from the box art.
Right.
I know that Suicune is the mascot of Crystal, but for example, Suicune is weaker than Mew because 580 it's lower than 600, but he's also weaker than other main legendaries like the birds, Lugia and Oh, not the Kanto birds, but the Weather Trio, the Creation Trio, the Dragons, the Aura Trio, the Sun and
Right.
Moon Trio. Yeah, okay, Suicune in the big scheme of things is not that big of an issue of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And what Go did, Go basically pulled off a snagger. What Go did was what Wes and Michael do in Colosseum and X Giggle of Darkness. They snag Pokemon away to save them.
Right. Yeah.
Although people are saying, oh, Suicune, like, he didn't dodge sludge bombs because Pikachu and the Cinderace dodged the sludge bombs. I believe that I like to believe, but then again, this is a very controversial show, and trying to defend the show, people need to have this analytical thinking and try to see the things that we are not told, because Pokemon is always a show of show don't tell, but sometimes not showing enough can lead to can lead to an issue where you realize that this show is not meant for the adults that are analyzing like we are, but yes for the 10-year-old kids audience. So the whole thing about legendaries is that even if legendaries are Pokemon, and just like Pokemon, there can be multiple of them. Sometimes the status of legendary can be given by the people. Sometimes it can be given by the deeds that they do, like the godly powers or whatever.
Right.
I get it. Sweet purifying lakes from pollution, whatever. That is a divine power on its own. Walking on water already makes some fucking Jesus.
Right. So then, with that in mind, yeah.
So
Okay.
my idea is that if all Pokemon are the same species, but all of them have but all of them have different levels of power, the same can apply for legendaries. Not all Suicune are in the same standard of power. Like, guys, are you actually telling me that the Lugia from movie 2 is as powerful as the Lugia from the World Islands and the Lugia that we saw in the second episode of Journeys? Of course not. It depends on the portrayal and how strong they have to write the legendary to be. Lugia in movie 2, it was this divine being. But of course, that it was a legendary for a movie plot tier. For Johto, they had to write down the power so that the plot could happen, and of course, we also have the controversial Baby Lugia. And for Journeys, Journeys is a post Johto series. So every legendary that they write, they need to write them strong, but not as strong enough as the predecessors to not diminish the value of the predecessors. Because when Lugia was in Johto, World Islands, and in movie 2, Orange Islands, it was the god of the sea. But Suicune didn't exist back in the day.
well, at least for the movie 2, for Johto existed, but Kyogre didn't exist back in the day. So as long as they are always creating more and more legendaries, the status of the standard or the original one, like, are you actually telling me that Mew from movie 1 is the same Mew from Journeys or movie 8? It could be, it could not,
Right.
but the power, it's the power scaling, it's like in many shows, it's circumstantial. So
Okay, so then
people need to understand that this episode did this episode didn't diminish Suicune's status or power as a legendary. It just wrote itself around what they wanted for Suicune to be portrayed as. Because this
okay,
is
so
not OS. In OS, Suicune demolished Eugene. Speaking of Eugene, Eugene is must be crying right now.
I was gonna bring that up a little bit later before, but I was gonna, but okay. Well, I guess since you brought that topic up, I guess I'll talk a little bit about that. Where yeah, I'm curious to see if at all at any point Eugene does like come back at all, and then there's like an episode where Eugene like sees Ghost Suicune, and he's just freaking out like,
what the fuck? I think that could be a pretty fun episode or interesting.
Honestly,
Hang on,
it's
guys.
either
Hang on. Those things got booted stream.
honestly, I can see it happen. You know why? Because Journeys is in Kanto.
Hello?
Okay, but I know that you, I know that you.
Wait, goggles? What's up?
Raypie saying the stream's buffering.
I don't see the stream buffering.
I mean, I see it kind of buffering on I see like it buffering a little bit on mine, but that's just because my internet sucks.
I'm not seeing the stream buffering in my hands.
Can you guys still hear us? The chat, can you guys still hear us? Are we still good?
Yeah, keep us updated on how the stream is going, if anything, please. But yeah, no, I think it would just be interesting for to see an episode where you see like sees Ghost Suicune. I just think it would be funny.
Well,
something that I
you
think
see,
will
well,
be-
you see, he's a Johto character, but he's from Celadon City.
Right.
It could happen. I mean,
Maybe,
if
yeah.
they brought Chuck,
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
brought Chuck, they can bring Yuzi. They can bring anyone as long as they want to.
Yeah. Okay, but one thing I think would be kind of fun for us to kind of do real quick since you and I brought up the topic, and Goggles, of course, I want to hear from you as well. Is so when thinking about each particular like legendary / mythical, like I'm still someone who considers them both the same. I don't care if they're called legendary or mythicals or not. But when it comes to those 7 Pokemon, which of them, from the order of regions, like which of them do you think like has only one, and then which of them has multiple? Like for example, okay, starting from Kanto, the legendary birds. There's obviously more than one of them all. There's a bunch.
Bro, I'm not going to discuss over 70 legendaries. If anyone wants,
I don't have time for that.
John did that. I'm not repeating what John said. Sorry, bro. It's
is
one.
true.
It's
Mew
over.
is confusing, though. Mew is confusing.
It's over 70 legendaries. It's almost 1/10 of the Pokédex. The term legendary is just a selling gimmick. It's like mythicals. They are legendaries for events.
Right, but Mew is confusing. I will say Mew is the confusing factor. Because are you telling me that the Mew that we've seen in all the movies is the same Mew as here, or is it different Mew? But then the whole concept of like
Okay.
Mew.
Okay.
the original Pokemon, and
So
the-
in regards to Mew, movie 1 is movie 1. Pronto. Movie 8, it could be the movie 1 because he was very friendly with Pikachu and Meowth. But that's the thing. Mewtwo erased everyone's memories, but then in the Mewtwo Returns, they stood the same. However, if Mewtwo erased everyone's memories from movie 1, no one remembers Mew, right? However, Mew can remember them, and that's why maybe Mew was very friendly with Pikachu and Meowth because Mew remembered them. And Ash willingly and Lucario, it could be the same Mew, it could not, because one Mew is from Guyana, the other one is from Rota. The Mew from Sun and Moon that Rotom never, like, honestly, that's the one thing that I hate about Journeys. Like, the only Pokemon that Rotom Dex never saw when they were in Kanto.
Wait, how's that Journey's fault?
Go and Rotom Dex would be best buddies. I'm telling you that much.
No.
Okay, so interesting. The Mew from Journeys, I would like to believe, since episode 1, that it's like an entirely different Mew from the movies. Maybe the one that we saw in Sun and Moon 42, like the one from the glimpse, maybe foreshadowing to some capacity, because it's the Pallet Town Mew. And that's why Oak in Pokemon Masters has Mew, and in the manga they also portray Mew being around the wilderness of Pallet Town. Maybe it's the Pallet Town Mew. So technically we can have 3 Mews around Kanto alone. However, bringing Mewtwo from movie 1 into the mix and seeing Mew fly in the horizon over the moon on Sakuragi Laboratory and laughing when he unturned from Lugia and saved Go and everyone. That Mew can be the original one from movie 1, but I only started to believe that the moment they brought Mewtwo and
yeah, exactly.
it would not, like, it would feel odd. Then again, this is Journeys we're talking about, but it would feel odd if they have a Mew, but they bring back the Mewtwo from movie 1 and not having them linked to some capacity. Then again, when they were starting to write Journeys, they didn't have the rights for the original Mewtwo back in the day, so maybe they are retroactively thinking this as they are going on the go, you know? It's an odd topic. When it comes to legendaries, well, everyone in the community knows how it feels about legendaries. Like, here's the thing. Go caught Suicune. That is settled and done. Suicune is Go's Pokemon. Pronto. You can hate it, you can like it, you can disagree, agree, whatever.
I like it.
Give a damn. I don't give a damn. However, there are some issues that are still to be delivered about the mistranslations, because Go says that Suicune is in the lab, but even though we can see it, he's there. But we see Suicune walking and all of the legendaries in the background, etc. Not all of them, but many of them. So here's the thing. The issue with Suicune is that Go, in the translation, Go is saying that he's there even though we can see it. So in a way, Suicune is lurking around the shadows, not turning invisible like Sobble or merging in the water like Vaporeon, but in a way, Suicune may be one with the wind. AnyPokePR, the account of Twitter, made a post about a wind making all of the berries on Greedent's tail fall over. So Suicune may be in the lab. He's just nowhere to be seen. But maybe when needed, he can roam around to purify water. So the location, if Suicune is in Cerise Laboratory or if he's roaming the world, it's ambiguous as of now. As of now, Suicune's location is ambiguous because we are suffering from canon accounts for AnyPokePR, mistranslations, Bulbapedia and Cerebi say something, but they can always be wrong, so don't take fan sites for all of the credibility.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that leave Suicune's location on quote-unquote ambiguity. He's in the lab, but not in the lab per se.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, though,
it's not all crystal clear. Sorry for the pun.
Nah, it's all right. Actually, that was pretty good. I just realized the pun. That was good. No,
Come on.
actually, I was gonna say real quick, that like I actually don't have a lot of time left, so I wanna, if I may, I wanna share my overall thoughts on the episode, and then I actually have my own little theory, but it's not exactly a theory that
Your time is running
I'm
out.
hoping for. Huh? What?
You say you gotta go soon.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, okay. So I'll make it quick. Basically, my overall thoughts on the episode was I thought it was a pretty good development episode for Go. I think I liked how even after capturing Suicune, like he and Go needed Go and Suicune needed to bond a bit. He needed to gain Suicune's trust, and like Suicune saw like Go trying to protect it and the Pokemon, and like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing a bunch of callbacks to Pokemon that Go caught and him using it, because that made me happy. Like I said before, I was happy to see Raichu and Alone Executor come back. And the drowsy thing was really funny. I actually really enjoyed that. Actually, really, one thing I don't think enough people are going to talk about, which I want to talk about a bit, which is simply I like the theming of the bad guys, where like they're using poison Pokemon, they're like poisoning the lakes and like they're like making it all toxic and all that, and it gives a vibe of like, you know, like the importance of, so it's like a nice little reminder of the importance of, you know, like of, you know, trying to keep our planet clean, and like the concepts of pollution and all that. I like that. It's subtle. It's
So basically,
like,
this was
it's not all in your face
basically,
about
this
it.
was an Earth Day episode.
Exactly. The big question I know that a lot of people would be asking is, in the end, are we content with the episode? Are we happy with the episode? And are we okay with the fact that Go is keeping Suicune? My answer to that is yes, I am happy that Go is keeping Suicune, but I'm hoping they do more with it. Because it is a legendary Pokemon, I want to see it. I want it to, you know,
Okay, so Pedro,
well,
I think
no. Let me finish first, just because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time. Unless you could explain it in under 2 minutes.
okay, so I think that what you're trying to say is that Suicune, since it can purify water, and water is where all life thrives and comes from, in a way, Go needs to understand that even though Suicune is his partner, he has a duty, because if he cannot purify water, no Pokemon or human can thrive. So how can he make more friends if he cannot capture with Suicune's all roll around the world? Not to mention that Suicune, into some capacity, the whole thing about the hunters and the environmental message, and of course this is not the Suicune from the Aurora village from the planetarium special. No. But I think that's the relationship between Go and Suicune, even though Go technically caught Suicune, it's more of a, you're my partner, I respect you, but I have my duty as a Pokemon in this world, and you have yours as well as a human in this world. Right. I'll be here if needed, but only if truly needed. I would love the idea if Suicune returns for legendary max raid battles or something. Because because in the opening we see Suicune returning and saving Go with the other beasts. It could be maybe yes, maybe not. But I think that the relationship between Go and Suicune, in terms of owning legendaries, it's not like Brandon, it's not like Tobias. It's more of a mutual respect and camaraderie, like Nolan and Articuno.
Right. So then getting into the theory that I have, though, and also actually. Oh wait, actually, yeah, you did. You said all that in under 2 minutes. Congrats. I'm impressed. You actually did do that under. Yo, no, I'm serious. Chad, give Kuro a round of applause. That he actually did say all that under 2 minutes. I kept the timer.
Hey, good job, Kuro.
Dang.
I'm improving.
But yeah, so real quick before I go, because I do gotta get going. Trey, good to have you, bro.
Wait, Trace
But
here?
the theory that I have is simply this, and again, it's not exactly a theory that I'm excited for, but it's something that I could see as possible, and that is okay because Go caught Suicune. This kind of opens up the mindset that it's like, okay, it's kind of like the Smash Bros effect, where it's like where in Smash Bros Sakurai said, okay, we're not gonna have third party characters, and then Sonic and Snake join in Brawl, and then suddenly now multiple third party characters are joining the game. So then I feel like it's gonna be the same situation with legendaries, where it's like we never saw Go catch a legendary, but now he has one. And I don't think Suicune is going to be the last legendary he catches. I think he's going to actually catch more. But this leads to something very interesting that could lead to a very interesting and also kind of strange development between Go and Ash. And this is what I'm going to say. Just because it's something that I thought up of last night before going to bed, and it's so weird and so random, but at the same time I can see it happening. Again, it doesn't really make me excited because it has something to do with Ash, Go, and Leon. And that is, I think during the road trip arc that they're supposed to be having with Leon at some point, I think there's going to be moments where Go not only brings forth Suicune, but also catches other legendary Pokemon. How many? I don't know. But I do think it could happen. And if that happens and Leon is there, I think it could lead into a certain little mini arc. Not a big arc, but just like a quick little mini arc, maybe 1 or 2 episodes, where Ash is beginning to feel like Leon is paying more attention to Go than him, even though Go is not the battler.
Oh, because Go is basically the Hulk, right?
because Go is Go is the one who's like capturing all the legendaries.
Zamazenta, Eternatus, Suicune,
So then
potentially Galarian Zapdos or one of the Regis.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm imagining there could be a point where, because I know that when Journeys first started and we were introduced to the Pokemon World, the World Championships, like I remember that people were debating whether or not they could see Go be a rival to Ash. Now here's the thing, I was always under the impression that was not going to be the thing. I didn't want that. I don't know. I like the idea of Go sticking with his catching Pokemon mentality and Ash sticking with his battle mentality. So the whole idea of them being quote unquote like rivals until the end of the series and all this stuff, I'm just not. I don't want that. But a compromise could be if they become rivals for a short amount of time because they're in the middle of a fight. Because someone who Ash is looking up to and wants to defeat, quote unquote, Leon, is now giving a lot of attention to Go because Go happens to have a bunch of these legendary Pokemon. So then, what I'm imagining could happen is, and hear me out, because this is going to sound really weird, Ash challenges Go into a Tobias-like battle, where Go uses a team full of legendaries, and Ash uses his team, and we see a full-on battle where we see Ash battling a bunch of legendary Pokemon trained by his friend Go.
I mean,
that is my theory.
It could happen. I can see a possibility for it. But then again, just because Go has legendaries, it doesn't mean that Go's legendaries would be stronger than Leon's standardized Pokemon. Like, just because Go has a Suicune, it doesn't mean that it's stronger than Leon's Charizard, because Go only got Suicune. Even though Suicune even though Suicune is most likely over 100 years old, Leon and Charizard have more years of battling experience than Go has
That
of
would
flight.
actually, real quick, that would actually be interesting if like Leon and Go have a fight and to show off Leon's actual true strength to show that he's strong enough to beat a legendary.
Well,
Yeah, like Leon battles Go's legendaries so that Ash like uses Go as a sparring partner in some capacity because well, Leon can actually take down legendaries. Not even I was able to do it against Tobias back in the day. Heck, no, you know what? Leon taking
No, I just want to vote. I
taking
just
on
want to 1v1
legendaries
between Charizard and Suicune. That's all.
like Leon battling Go's legendaries. It gives Ash an eye opener. Like, bro, I defeated Articuno and Regice. And Leon can as well with Ghosts. Oh my god, I need to train hard.
well, it
Screw
wasn't
off,
exactly.
it's
with
time for 9.
Yeah, with that in mind, I never really thought of Go battling Leon. That wasn't really something that I had in mind. But I just figured during their adventures, Leon would see the fact that Go has legendary Pokemon. That's a big deal in the Pokemon world. So then so I feel like the admiration would just go from that. I never imagined Go battling Leon just because I feel like that would be kind of weird. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, my point still stands that it's like it could be interesting to see that kind of dynamic, especially because, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's like in the beginning of the show, I admittedly wanted to see Ash and Go kind of butt heads more a little bit, just because Go did start off as this recluse character, and then suddenly now he's almost as he's almost as much of a extrovert as Ash is now, when he started off as an introvert. And I'm like, I would love to see the two of them clash heads for something that matters to them, and what matters more to Ash than winning this championship, So then it's like, no, and before anyone asks, no, I absolutely do not want Go to enter the championship. No.
I agree with you.
Yeah, come on, guys. If anyone is going to battle Ash in the Masters, it's going to be Serena.
Shut up before I ban you.
Oh gosh, but yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be Max or Tracy.
Yeah, Cora, you're gonna start fan
But
theories.
yeah, that's just my theory.
Okay,
Pokemon theory.
Mewtwo's in the match.
Mewtwo is in the master class.
I mean, technically, Mewtwo is a technically trainer because he commanded the starters in the movie.
Mewtwo had 7 Pokemon. 2 of them were Mareep, but he would not use 2 Mareep. Like, can you imagine if Mewtwo was like an actual trainer, like with the cloak, using an Ampharos, a Mudsdale, a Delcat, the evolutions of those cloning experiment Pokemon?
My gosh.
Also, how you doing, Trey?
Mewtwo sank for Ampharos to Mega Evolve. The final battle is Mega Mewtwo X against Aura Burst Ash Ketchum. Ash is going to punch Mewtwo, finally! Let's go, Journeys! It's a 7... Bro, Unova didn't give us a 6v6, but Journeys is going to give us a 7v7.
Yo! I'll be down for that.
Ash is going to throw hands, guys. Let's go!
Also, how you doing, Trey?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're dead.
Oh,
No, I'm doing fine. Unfortunately, background noise is affecting my
We're doing okay. Also, one thing that people most likely didn't caught up, I know that the ambiguity of the location of Johto is in the air. However, I like to think that this is... it's Johto, but where exactly we don't know. However, I believe it's Route 35, the route between Goldenrod and the National Park, because that route in the games has a little pond, so anime-wise it could be the lake. Not to mention that in that route you can capture Drowsy.
oh, nice.
So my headcanon is that it was Route 35.
Yeah.
The whole thing of poachers having poison types and the boss having a Houndoom, it's a Team Rocket callback, because Team Rocket, Grits, and Edmonds, they all have poison types. Archer, the acting boss in the Johto games, he has Altoon as his ace.
Ultra Loki reminds me of
So,
Charlotte from GX.
so basically, they injected Team Rocket without having Team Rocket.
Good.
Team Rocket and Team Plasma with freaking the Unova Pokemon.
Oh, the guy Boulder. Yeah. Oh man, that's what like Tyrone was saying, bro. How come random poachers are stronger than Rose and Oleana?
Oh dang.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
All right, so with Armando, at least for me, I'm actually gonna head off because I gotta go get ready for work. But thank you for having me on, guys, and I will catch you guys later. Once again, I enjoyed the episode. Please, guys, make sure to follow and subscribe Goggle Master for more PokeChat Live, and follow the rest of us on our social medias. That hopefully is in the description.
They are finally in the links, folks.
It actually is. It actually is. It's in the description. Goggles, I am so proud of you.
Give me credit.
Carry through the belt.
Give me credit. Unlike Traeger, I learn.
Yeah, I love you. Okay, but yeah, with that in mind, I'll talk to you guys later. Not out.
That was mean enough, folks. Be sure to subscribe to him. Follow him on Twitter. Link to his channel is in the description like before. But now, alright, so I think it's too late for me to do my...
Okay, so Trey, now it's your time. Or is it Goggles?
I haven't
Goggles,
even got just a
didn't
speak.
Yeah, sorry, Goggles. I think I spoke and I didn't even spoke about everything because my thoughts are always organized for a list, but today is very odd, man.
Now, normally
Today,
what we would do...
time to talk, it's just like a few of us.
Normally...
I guess so, yeah.
Now, Trey, normally you
Well,
know...
I already spoke something, so I'll leave it to you. I'll leave it to you two guys. So yeah.
Well, no, you can always hop in, like, give a little feedback, but we're okay, Trey. I didn't do the I didn't do my usual like summary, but I think that's fine. So I think rather than doing that, I think I might as well go and get into the thoughts of my episode. It's been 2 days since I've seen the episode, and I'm still mixed. The reason I'm still mixed is obviously because of the Suicune capture. Now, much like many people, I was like, it's not the fact that I hate Go. That's not the reasoning. And people make the argument, oh, if Ash caught Suicune, could you be all down? No, even Ash caught, because I don't like the idea of trainers owning legendaries. Like, that's just not... It's okay, like, for a few occasions, like the Golems, like Brandon, because Brandon actually earned for that one. I feel like a Go fought for Suicune, in a sense, was like,
Goggles, your voice is robotic. It's going robotic again.
I thought it was me.
Deal with it.
No.
Deal with it. I tried it 3 times. Just deal with it.
Let's see how it sounds on the stream.
I sound fine in the stream. It's just Discord.
Goggles.
Hello?
I don't know, man.
Alright, there
Go,
you go.
go.
So, this episode still confusing to me because the reason it's so confusing, like I said before, is like it's not the fact that Go caught it or like if Ash caught it, I wouldn't. No, like just in general, like the idea of someone catching a legendary this easily is just kind of offsetting because in fact in the games we gotta work hard for that, and Brandon too, he showed that he had to work hard to earn the golems.
Goggles, your voice is not. Exit the call and
I just did.
Hang on. Talk some more. You were
Yeah.
just sounding robotic again. Just talk some more.
I mean, what else can I really do? Is my laptop. That's why I need to get the PC that Tassel gave me, or like gave me the link.
You're better now. You're better now.
Alright, but if this keeps going, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna keep going because at least if the stream can hear me fine, that's good enough for me. Sorry. Anyways, Yeah, now granted, Suicune did gain attachment to Go. Unfortunately, Journey's writing hinders it though because this could have been beneficial to a two-parter. I think that's one thing we can all agree on, right? Like we wish this was a two-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah, two-part. Yeah.
Now, I actually did like Ash in this episode. I like how he went all stealth mode in this episode. I don't know. I got Metal Gear Solid vibes from this.
Honestly, yeah, like they didn't use Ash properly because, like, I love the moment where Lucario was about to ready to throw hands, but Ash had to calm Lucario down because Lucario was born to battle, but technically he's still a baby, so he needs to. Ash basically vibe checked Lucario, like, easy there, puppy, easy there.
It reminds
However,
me. It reminds me in '02, Digimon '02, when Davis wanted to fight the Digimon to free him, but Max said like, "No, there's another way." Go ahead.
yeah, like because like I'll say this, they didn't use Ash to the fullest potential because if he wanted to hide or scatter from the poachers, what they could have done was Ash and Lucario basically scatter around the woods, but they talk via aura telepathy, trying to secure or separate the hunters from one another. I know why they had Lucario, but the aura plot is not yet a thing. Sadly, they go off and on like aura as well. However, I like the idea of Lucario being here because Lucario it's a steel type, so he cannot get hurt by poison.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. However, why wasn't Gengar here to use psychic on everyone?
Because
Not to
Johnny,
mention that Gengar could have hidden in the shadows of the poachers and give the location back to Ash and go. Like Ash's or even Dragonite, like soaring. Because if they have a lone executor, like merging with the forest, but being detected because it's an lone executor in Johto, like they could have had Dragonite like scattered to see where Go was or where the poachers were. Like that's the thing. They don't know how to utilize Ash's Pokemon to the fullest extent. Like,
Yeah,
bro, I just missed the days where they were having they didn't have waters and Squirtle used water gun for people to get hydrated in droughts. Swallow basically doing aerial scouting. Like I miss those days. Ash is not being given